What's up, everybody? It's Chad Wick from the Michiganist channel. We are going to make some handlebars today. We're just going to do it easy, a way that you don't have to have a bender or anything like that. The only thing that I'm going to add to this are little 3/4 inch plastic plugs. They are still in the mail, so they're not here yet. But basically, we're just going to cut a piece. Going to use a notch, a pipe notcher, and go straight off of that, and then come off. I'm on about a 2 to 3 inch rise. That's it. I like my fist towards the wind more instead of doing this crap. I don't know why anybody wants to ride like this all the time, but I like it more natural, just slightly off from, because straight is weird. It just a slight pullback. We'll probably just set it on a 2x4 or something, and that'll be enough. So. Now we did this the other day. Sat on it. It's going to be something like that. Now I just need to figure out about how high I want them. I think I'm going to do them equal length to the forks, so they go straight up from the forks like a traditional mini bike would. I'm just going to cut a bar across, then notch 2 pipes and come up. I think about 14 inches. I might put some washers in there to keep it up, because it basically touches the top of that thing. Now I don't know if that will help when it clamps down, but I think I need to put some washers in there. So there's my bottom piece. Basically I got some plastic plugs to go in there. What it is this is 7/8 inch OD, or outside diameter. I think it's 0.083 wall, or 8.1. So when you do the math, it leaves about a 3/4 inch hole. So I bought some just plastic plugs to go in the ends of these holes. All right, so I forgot that when we do this, okay, I gotta do some pullback. So I'm gonna put it like that. We're gonna plug the hole, and then the top needs to be square so that I can do some pullback on the hand ones. No pipe in this thing should have 2 ends that are notched, just one. Oh shit, we got some in the mail. Yeah, buddy, Shifted Standards. That's the same guy makes this one. I just screwed it up and said Minibike Life. That's one of the groups. Actually, there's a couple groups called Minibike Life. But Jeff Lawhorn runs the best one. So if you're looking for a group. But this Shifted Standards, we got their banner. I still haven't put it up there yet, because I don't know, fucking lazy. But this is that carpet. This is freaking sweet. So let's get this sucker opened up. There it is, a little fatty up on it. Hell yeah, look at that. I like it. Man, this guy plays to my emotions here. I'm gonna have to buy like 3-4 more of these damn things. This fucking guy, he's making cool shirts, cool carpets, cool banners. Probably gonna get a bunch of my money. Sons of bitches. But it looks so badass. I like that. That's cool. So thanks to Shifted Standards for making cool mini bike stuff. Alright, you can see my pipe cutting setup. Just a screw gun on the cheap Chinese pipe cutter. I recommend going an 1/8 inch bigger on your hole saw, because like when I used the 7/8 inch hole saw on this, it ended up being too small to fit to the OD correctly. So we're going to recut this with a little cutting oil. Do it again. Alright, so we got all our pieces. This is my bottom piece. I'm going to put a magnet on there and there. We're going to take our 2 high pieces, get them on there, just a tad in from the exact edge. Come on there. Sit on there first. So a must-have for any shitty welder is a grinder with a flap sander disc on it. So we just use this to clean it up. So there they are. Now I got my pull back, everything good to go. All right, here it is. Got our backyard bars on. They ended up being about 15 inches. And I wanted to keep the same profile, like in most mini bikes, you know, like, well, at least this one. And the old school style mini bikes, it was all the same, okay? See? Straight all the way down. I kind of like that. So I kept them a little wider, just straight up. So like I got these little plugs that'll go in here, little plastic plugs, and make it real nice looking. So this is probably the easiest way to build some handlebars that you can do. I mean, it's a super simple way of doing it. One thing I did notice is I just kind of welded this on, but you can see it's not straight. It's just off a little bit, so I'll have to fix that because that will drive me nuts. I cannot stand it when shit is not straight, so it drives me fucking crazy. I will definitely have to get another carpet from Shifted Standards to put this macaca on right here. It's almost done. Basically, all I got to do now is straighten that thing. I got to hook up all the electronics, put my little battery box in there. I got this little plastic box, and get all plugged in, hooked up, give her a few test spins and see if everything rolls right and works right. And then we will take it all apart and paint it black. This one is going murder black, lead sled style. There's a little more rake to it than I thought there would be. But that's fine. It's on an angle right now because I have it sitting on a little stool there. So the rear end's off the ground about 6 inches. And that's why it looks like that. So, but I think pretty cool once it's done. I don't know. I kind of like this one. The bars are pushed forward, all gangster and everything like that. I like that. This one's just a little bit forward. You know what I mean? Or basically vertical. You know what I mean? These ones are vertical, but they're pretty tall. So, I mean, straight up bars. I don't know. We'll see when it's all painted and done how it looks. Let's get on the other side here. See, there's the front. So, you got basically the same profile going down. Also, this thing I bought is, I think it's an MB200 brake set with a 75-inch hose. Well, the middle part is metal, which is fucking sucks for me. Okay, so I'm gonna buy a new rubber brake hose, and because I'm not trying to stuff this metal or cut it and flare it and shorten it and stuff. So, I mean, it's about the right length, you know, to come up and come on the other side. So I'll get a, actually it goes here like that. I do not want the brake and the throttle on the same hand. So I think 75 is probably enough. Actually, 65 would probably be plenty. But we'll get that set up, and I'll just re-bleed them. It ain't no big deal. So just minor things left to do before paint. And yeah, we're moving right along. This thing is fucking sweet. Big fat ass on it. Looks good. I might do it like that, so that it's back further and you've got more room to the bars. I don't know if that's too far back or not. We got, or this option. Shouldn't matter either way. Where's my holes at? Here we go. Yeah, either way. Actually, I kind of like that better. I want to see that rear tire, you know what I mean? So I think that's better. This will be a gangster little e-bike, man. This ain't no cuck bitch fucking liberal bike right here. You know, that's another reason I did this, was most of the e-bikes out there look stupid as shit. I mean, let's admit it. The only one that doesn't look slightly stupid is that Super 73. And it is a freaking ridiculous price to barely move. It's just a little bicycle. You know what I mean? This thing should do 45, 50 mile an hour. It's not super fast because that's just the China motor. But I'm going to build another one for me. That'll be way more badass. I'm going to do the QS 120 or maybe even the bigger one and just make it ridiculously fast. So when I plan to pitch these to some people in town, I'm going to call it M22 mini bikes or M22 mopeds, something like that, because around here the sign M22, the road sign, sells frickin' everything. So we have some friends that own this big gallery and e-bike rental place down in Sutton's Bay, and I'm going to take one down there and see what he thinks. And I'll have the base version like this, and then the R, which will have the badass electronics. It's super fast, probably do like 65 mile an hour and get there with the quickness. So but like I said, this one is just a cruiser, kind of like a beach bike, you know what I mean? Should be pretty awesome. I never thought I could pull this off, and with a few tools, $150 fucking pipe bender with a $100 stand, $150 welder, and drill press. And there it is.